everyone, this is Sarah with RegisteredNurseRN.com, and today we're going to go over how to brush up your nursing resume. If you're looking to switch jobs or you're a new nurse graduate entering in the nursing profession, the very first step you have to do before you start applying to jobs is make sure that you have a stunning resume. In that, I mean that you need to have your resume looking the best it can look by using a professional design, and you have the needed information included to show that employer, hey, I'm qualified for this job and hire me. So I'm going to go over how to do those things and where you can get some free resume templates and premium resume templates off of our website. So let's get started. The first thing is design. It's all about judging a book by its cover. You want to use a professional template. This is so important, and I didn't realize how important it was until I talked to a hiring manager. She told me that she had received over 100 resumes, and she only had 5 positions available. And she said that whenever she was looking through those resumes, the ones that ended up getting the interview were the ones who had professional, colorful, nice resume templates, because those are the ones that caught her eye. She said she had a hard time going through all 100 of them, and the ones that were just the black and white standard ones, she would just gloss over. But the ones that had nice colors, nice designs, she ended up giving those the interview and ended up giving them the job. So it's so important you have a really nice template design. Next, you want to make sure you use colors that stand out. I don't mean use colors like all the colors of the rainbow, but use a color scheme that complements things. Like for instance, reds and blues. Those are really nice colors that are going to jump out at that employer's eye whenever they're looking through your resume. So you want colors that will catch their attention, just not black and white. Next, always include with your resume a matching cover letter. The cover letter is just a paragraph to the employer telling them how you are qualified for the position, how you can help their company, and that you're ready to jump aboard the team, and that you hope that they can give you an interview. It's like a sales pitch in a paragraph to the employer. And this is 1 page, and it's included with the resume. And typically, you want your cover letter and your resume to match in design. Next, use fonts that are easy to read. No larger than 12 point or smaller than 12 point. But there is an exception, your name. You want your name on your resume template to be the biggest thing on there, because whenever the employer is looking through your resume, they want to say, hey, this is Sarah Smith's resume. And they don't have to look for the name, because that is going to be engraved in their mind. Hey, that was that Sarah Smith girl. I'm going to look at her resume again because that name jumped out at them. So you always want your name to be larger than everything else, because it's like a billboard. It's your sales pitch to the employer. Now, what to include in your resume? Because people are like, what should I include in my resume? And this information I'm going to give you is geared to people who are in the healthcare field, because we need to include our certifications, our licensure, our education, employment history, because that's all very key information to the employer to tell them that you're qualified for the position. So let's go over this. Objective. This is typically at the top, and this is just 1 sentence of what position you're seeking, because they may be hiring for several positions. So you need to tell them specifically you're a registered nurse or you're a certified nursing assistant seeking the bedside position. So you need to have an objective. Next, your education. You want to include your high school and your college education. Typically, if you graduated with honors, you want to put what you graduated with. If you graduated magna cum laude or summa cum laude, always put that. Or if you graduated the top 10%, or you were valedictorian, I'll include that information. And your GPA. Typically, if your GPA was 3.7 or higher, always put that on there, because it shows you're intelligent, you're a hard worker, and you put a lot of time into your studies. Next, your employment history. If you're first starting out as a new nurse, you may not have a lot of job history, but you have experience, because chances are you've been in clinicals, you've job shadowed, you've done internships. So include that on your resume, because that's going to show them, hey, I may not have been hired somewhere, but I've been in the hospital setting and I'm familiar with the way things work. Now, if you have job experience, you don't want to list no more than 10 years of experience on your resume, because it can get really long and lengthy. So no more than 10 years. References. The key with this is try to avoid friends and neighbors and relatives, because 99% of the time when the manager calls to check out your references, he or she's going to ask them, how do you know this person? And if it's, oh, he's my neighbor, it's like, well, I'm sort of looking for someone who's worked with this person or knows how this person is in the job setting. So try to list any professors you've had, any preceptors, clinical instructors, or people you've met on the job as a nursing student, because these people can testify, yes, I've worked with them in the healthcare setting, they're a great student, they're great at learning, they did great in class. That helps really build you up to that manager. So try to avoid your friends, relatives, or neighbors. Next, certifications and licensures. This is very important for the nurse, because you need to prove to your employer that you're CPR certified, because a lot of times they won't hire you, or you can't work on the job until you have CPR certification. A lot of jobs require that you're advanced life support certified, ACLS, or your PALS, pediatric advanced life support certified. So put those on there. Next, your licensures. If you are a CNA, an LPN, RN, put your title and put your licensure number so they can look up your license and make sure that there's nothing pending on your license. They like to have the licensure number. And last but not least, keep it short. Your resume is not an autobiography. It is just like that billboard to the manager, hey, look at me, I want the interview. It's to entice them and get them to give you the interview. And it needs to be no more than 2 pages and at least 1 page. So that is what you need to include in your resume. We talked about how important it is to have a professional resume design. On our website, we have some basic free templates and some premium templates. The basic templates, just go to our website and type in free resume templates, and it will take you to those that you can download in Microsoft Word format. Our premium templates are a little bit nicer, and they were created just for healthcare workers and nurses. And you can see what they look like right here. These templates are actually included with our job guide, Nursing Resume, a job guide for nurses, and it only costs a few bucks. The job guide can help you in securing your job in that it helps prepare you for the interview, what to expect in the job process, how to follow up, and so forth. The resume templates, the premium ones, are in Microsoft Word format, so you'll need Microsoft Word. And they're easily editable with little text boxes, and you just easily put in your information so it can be your own resume. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. And I hope this video helped you learn how to brush up your nursing resume. And thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.